is Gerald Cooper from Clarkson's farm, and is he related to Caleb? Clarkson's farm has become a surprise hit since its debut on Amazon Prime Video, thanks to its unique blend of farming, humor, and the unmistakable personality of Jeremy Clarkson. Clarkson, best known for his role in Top Gear and the Grand Tour, takes on the daunting task of managing a 1,000-acre farm in the Cotswolds with little prior experience. But while Clarkson's antics form the comedic core of the show, it's the characters who help him along the way that have captured the hearts of audiences. One of the most prominent characters is Gerald Cooper, who has quickly become a fan favorite. Alongside Caleb Cooper, no relation despite the shared surname, another integral member of the team, Gerald's contributions have proven essential to the running of the farm. But who exactly is Gerald Cooper, and how does he fit into the farming operation? Furthermore, given the shared surname, many viewers have wondered, are Gerald and Caleb Cooper related? Let's take a deeper dive into the role of Gerald Cooper on Clarkson's farm, his background, and the answer to the burning question of whether he and Caleb are connected. Who is Gerald Cooper? Gerald Cooper is an experienced farmer and agricultural consultant who appears in both seasons of Clarkson's farm. He's one of the key figures on the show who helps guide Jeremy Clarkson as he navigates the trials and tribulations of running a farm with little to no experience in agriculture. While Clarkson is known for his larger-than-life persona, Gerald offers a calm, steady presence that contrasts with the chaos that often surrounds Clarkson's farming efforts. Gerald's extensive experience in the farming world makes him an invaluable asset to the show. He brings a level of professionalism and practical knowledge that is sorely needed on the farm, especially when Clarkson's lack of expertise leads to some truly comedic moments. Whether it's offering sound advice on crop rotation, machinery repair, or general farming tasks, Gerald is the voice of reason. He often plays the role of the patient mentor, teaching Clarkson and the viewers the ins and outs of agriculture. Gerald's calm demeanor and dry sense of humor have made him a standout character in Clarkson's farm. While Clarkson often reacts with frustration and confusion, Gerald provides the much-needed perspective that keeps things grounded. This dynamic, between the seasoned farmer and the beginner, creates much of the charm and humor of the series. The importance of Gerald Cooper in the show. Gerald's role in the show isn't just as a supporting character. He plays a pivotal part in the success of the farm, and his expertise in running agricultural operations is crucial to keeping things on track. Throughout Clarkson's farm, Gerald has been shown to perform a variety of tasks, from overseeing the repair of machinery to providing guidance on how to grow crops or raise livestock. What's particularly notable is that Gerald isn't just a farmhand or laborer, he's a farm manager with an in-depth understanding of how modern farming works. This includes knowledge of crop rotation, pesticide use, dealing with livestock, and much more. His experience contrasts with Clarkson's often bumbling approach, and this disparity in skill sets drives much of the comedy. In addition to being an experienced farm manager, Gerald is also an expert in agricultural machinery. He has a wealth of knowledge about tractors, combines, and other farming equipment. This becomes especially important when Clarkson finds himself in over his head with the technical aspects of farming. Gerald's ability to calmly troubleshoot problems and keep the farm running smoothly is an integral part of the show's success. However, despite his significant knowledge and expertise, Gerald is portrayed as someone who prefers to remain somewhat in the background, letting Clarkson take center stage while providing the essential support needed to keep the farm operational. Is Gerald Cooper related to Caleb Cooper? One of the most frequently asked questions about Clarkson's farm is whether Gerald Cooper is related to Caleb Cooper, another key member of the team. On the surface, it might seem like there could be a family connection, given that both share the same last name. But the short answer is, no, they are not related. Caleb Cooper is a farmhand who works on Clarkson's farm and has become one of the most beloved figures on the show. His hands-on knowledge of farming and his no-nonsense attitude are often showcased, and he's responsible for many of the day-to-day tasks on the farm. Caleb is a Cotswolds native who has been working on farms from a young age, giving him the kind of practical, down-to-earth knowledge that Clarkson lacks. While Caleb and Gerald share some common traits in their approach to farming, both are experienced and practical, there is no familial relationship between the two. Their connection is purely professional, and they work together on the farm to make sure everything runs as smoothly as possible given Clarkson's relative inexperience. In fact, the pair often serve as complementary forces on the farm. Caleb handles the physical, hands-on work, while Gerald provides managerial support and technical know-how. Though they have different areas of expertise, they both help keep the farm running efficiently, often having to deal with Clarkson's mistakes and mishaps. Gerald and Caleb's dynamic on the farm. Although Gerald and Caleb aren't related by blood, their professional relationship is key to the success of Clarkson's farm. As mentioned, they each bring a unique set of skills to the table, and their dynamic plays a central role in the show. Caleb is a young, energetic farmer who's not afraid to get his hands dirty. His experience comes from years of working on other farms, and he has a deep understanding of how things work on the ground level. His practical skills are often demonstrated through tasks such as driving tractors, planting seeds, and caring for the animals. He is passionate about farming, and his enthusiasm often stands in contrast to Clarkson's more chaotic approach. Gerald, on the other hand, has decades of experience in the farming world and is more accustomed to managing a farm at a higher level. He's the one who often guides Clarkson through the more technical aspects of farm management. Gerald's ability to fix broken machinery, implement proper farming techniques, and offer advice is invaluable to the operation. He serves as a mentor, not only to Clarkson but also to Caleb, helping to refine his skills and knowledge. Their relationship is built on mutual respect. Caleb, although much younger, looks up to Gerald's experience, while Gerald values Caleb's hard work and passion for farming. Together, they represent two different generations of farming expertise, each offering something valuable to the farm's success. Gerald Cooper's real-life farming career. Beyond his role on Clarkson's farm, Gerald Cooper has had a long career in the farming industry. He has worked in various roles, including as a farm manager and agricultural consultant, and has extensive experience in both crop production and livestock management. His knowledge spans many areas of farming, including machinery operation, farm maintenance, and the technical aspects of running an agricultural business. While Clarkson's farm has brought Gerald into the spotlight, he has been working in agriculture for many years and has a deep understanding of the industry. This real-life expertise is what makes his portrayal on the show so authentic and valuable. His contributions help to elevate the program, offering viewers a glimpse into the complexities and challenges of modern farming. Conclusion: a professional relationship, not a family one. In conclusion, Gerald Cooper from Clarkson's farm is not related to Caleb Cooper, despite sharing the same last name. Gerald is a seasoned farm manager with extensive experience in farming, while Caleb is a young, hard-working farmhand with practical knowledge of agricultural tasks. Together, they form a vital part of the team that helps keep Clarkson's farm running smoothly. Their relationship is built on mutual respect, and each plays an important role in managing the farm, from day-to-day operations to larger farming decisions. Whether working side by side to manage machinery, tend to crops, or troubleshoot problems, the dynamic between Gerald and Caleb helps create a compelling and humorous narrative within Clarkson's farm. Ultimately, the answer to the question of whether Gerald and Caleb are related is simple: no, they're not. But their professional partnership is one of the most enjoyable and relatable aspects of the show, offering viewers a fascinating look at life on a British farm, one that's filled with challenges, humor, and the occasional disaster, all in the name of agriculture. Who is Gerald Cooper from Clarkson's farm and is he related to Caleb? The farmer had a bad health scare in 2023. Clarkson's farm has become a firm favorite amongst fans, as it follows Jeremy Clarkson's journey as a farmer. One of the much-loved stars to emerge from this heartwarming show is Gerald Cooper. Here we take a look at his story. Born in 1950, Gerald Cooper works at Jeremy Clarkson's Cotswold farm called Diddley Squat Farm. He worked at the countryside property long before the Grand Tour host bought it and moved in. Viewers first met lovable Gerald in 2021, in Season 1 of Clarkson's Farm. His hilarious interactions with Jeremy have made him one of the show's breakout stars. Gerald has appeared on all 3 seasons of Clarkson's Farm, and is back for the 4th series. Cancer battle. Fans of the farming show were devastated when Gerald revealed he had been diagnosed with prostate cancer in 2023. He went missing from big chunks of Season 3 as he faced hospital stays while Clarkson's Farm was being filmed. He had to go through radiotherapy sessions in an attempt to fight back against the illness. The post was captioned, "A healthy and happy Gerald." Fans flocked to the comments to share how delighted they were to see him back in high spirits. One person shared, "Happy news, Gerald is my favorite from the show." A third chimed in, "Brilliant news. A proper fighter our Gerald. Looking forward to seeing your next series." All in a name. Despite having the same surname, Gerald is not related to farm manager Caleb Cooper, who also appears on the show. Clarkson's Farm, the hit Amazon Prime series featuring Jeremy Clarkson, has captured the hearts of viewers with its hilarious portrayal of Clarkson's efforts to run a farm in the Cotswolds. The show is not just a showcase of Clarkson's farming misadventures, but also a testament to the quirky characters that make up his team. Among these figures is Gerald Cooper, a well-known figure on the show, who has sparked interest from fans. So, who exactly is Gerald Cooper, and is he related to Caleb Cooper, another key figure on the farm? Let's dive into the details. Who is Gerald Cooper? Gerald Cooper is a farmer and a key member of Clarkson's farm crew. He has appeared in both seasons of Clarkson's farm and quickly became a fan favorite due to his no-nonsense attitude and dry sense of humor. Gerald is a professional farm manager who has extensive knowledge of farming techniques, machinery, and the agricultural industry. He is a seasoned farmer with decades of experience in the field, which makes him a valuable asset to Clarkson, who is largely inexperienced in farming. Gerald often takes on a mentorship role for Clarkson, patiently explaining farm-related tasks and guiding him through various farming challenges. Whether it's running the tractor, managing the crops, or maintaining the machinery, Gerald is the one with the practical knowledge. Gerald's calm demeanor contrasts sharply with Clarkson's often erratic and impatient behavior, and this dynamic has created a comedic and relatable aspect to the show. His professionalism and no-frills approach to farming have earned him the respect of viewers and fellow farmers alike. Is Gerald Cooper related to Caleb Cooper? While both Gerald Cooper and Caleb Cooper appear on Clarkson's farm, there is no direct family relationship between the two. Despite sharing the same surname, Gerald and Caleb are not related. Caleb, the young farmhand, is another central figure on the show. He is known for his hands-on skills, practical knowledge of farming, and his ability to keep the farm running smoothly while Jeremy Clarkson fumbles through various tasks. Caleb and Gerald do share some similarities in their approach to farming, as both are down-to-earth, hardworking, and knowledgeable about agricultural practices. However, any connection between the two is purely professional. Caleb's role on the farm is more of a farmhand, whereas Gerald is more of a manager with extensive experience in running a farm, giving them complementary skill sets. Gerald and Caleb's dynamic on the show. Despite not being related, Gerald and Caleb share a solid working relationship on Clarkson's farm. They both play pivotal roles in keeping the farm operational, often having to deal with Clarkson's inexperience and sometimes chaotic approach to farming. While Clarkson's antics provide much of the humor in the show, it is Gerald and Caleb's contributions that ensure the farm continues to function. Caleb is often seen as the more down-to-earth, hands-on worker, while Gerald brings a wealth of experience and a more formal management style to the farm. Their dynamic is both amusing and informative, as they take on various tasks, from repairing machinery to dealing with crop management. The two also serve as an important part of the show's exploration of rural life and farming practices in modern Britain. Their interactions with Clarkson provide a glimpse into the daily realities of farming, as well as the humor that arises from working on a farm where nothing goes quite as planned. What makes Gerald Cooper stand out? Gerald's standout qualities on Clarkson's farm are his experience, professionalism, and understated humor. While Clarkson's lack of farming knowledge often results in chaos, Gerald remains unfazed, calmly guiding Clarkson through the mistakes. He also has a sharp sense of humor, which is often delivered in a dry, no-nonsense manner that contrasts with Clarkson's more exaggerated comedic style. Gerald's farming experience is evident in his ability to troubleshoot problems on the farm with ease, and his steady presence offers a much-needed balance to the more unpredictable aspects of the show. His no-frills approach to farming makes him one of the more relatable and grounded characters on the show. Gerald Cooper's role behind the scenes. Outside of the show, Gerald Cooper is a professional in the farming industry. He has worked in various capacities within agriculture, managing farms, advising on crop rotation, and overseeing livestock management. His expertise is essential to the smooth operation of the farm featured in Clarkson's farm, which is part of Jeremy Clarkson's real-life farming venture in the Cotswolds. Gerald's role on the show highlights the realities of modern farming, where the expertise of experienced farmers is crucial to success. Through his appearances on Clarkson's farm, viewers are introduced to the complexities of running a farm and the skills required to manage it effectively. Conclusion: no family connection, but mutual respect. In summary, Gerald Cooper from Clarkson's farm is not related to Caleb Cooper, despite sharing the same surname. While Caleb and Gerald are both integral members of Clarkson's farming team, their connection is purely professional. Gerald's experience and management skills complement Caleb's hands-on abilities, creating a dynamic that helps keep Clarkson's farm running. Both characters bring their own unique perspectives to the show, contributing to the humor and educational value of Clarkson's farm. As fans continue to tune in to see Clarkson's farming journey, it's clear that the relationship between Gerald and Caleb will remain a key element of the show's success.